Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. There are many economics issues that we have heard so far, but there is one issue regarding the monetary economic, the weakening value of rupiah. With me, Della Widianisi, dengan NIM C1A023130, Development Economics Studi Program, Faculty of Economic and Business, Jambi University. The first part is, what is monetary economics? The simple definition of monetary economics refers to the part of economics that studies the nature, function, and influence of money in various economic activities. In short, monetary economics talk about how money works. For example, interest rate policy by the central bank. There are two types of monetary policy available to government and central banks to regulate the money supply: expansionary and contractionary. Basically, the difference between the implementation of expansionary and contractionary monetary policy lies in the objectives. Expansionary monetary policy aims to increase the amount of money in circulation, while contractionary is the opposite. When the government and central bank implement expansionary monetary policy, it will encourage people and business to increase their consumption and investment. This increase in investment can take many forms, such as goods, human capital, stocks, mutual funds, bonds, and cryptocurrencies. A recent economic issue in the concern over the weakening value of the rupiah. The first cause of the weakening rupiah is due to external impact, namely inflation in the US has not declined. US inflation has further increased to 3.48%. The Fed also did not lower its interest rate. Initially, in the second and third quarter, it will lower interest rate. The next cause was the decline in Indonesia trade balance surplus. According to Tauhid Ahmad, Indonesia currently has a fairly high import composition. This will certainly harm the country because the rupiah exchange rate against the dollar is weakening. But reportedly, from an article 2 days ago from CNBC, the rupiah strengthened against the United States dollar, driven by the flood of foreign funds entering the domestic financial market, as well as optimism about Indonesian economic growth in the third quarter of 2024. Bank Mandiri Senior Economics Reni Eka Putri said, domestic financial market stability will be maintained until the end of 2024, supported by solid economic fundamentals. Their economic fundamentals include, among others, the Indonesian economic, which recorded growth amid global uncertainty, which amounted to 5.08% in the first semester of 2024, controlled inflation, and a trade balance surplus. And next, based on data from the Central Statistic Agency, or BPS, the Consumer Price Index in August 2024 experienced deflation of 0.03 month to month, so that on an annual basis it was relatively stable at 2.12% years on years. From the previous month, realization of 2.13%. But now, the rupiah exchange rate against the United States dollar is observed to start weakening after strengthening significantly for several days due to the US dollar index soaring again. So, the increase in the dollar index and US Treasury yields is worthy of market attention. The reason is this condition can again bring foreign investors back to the US, which makes the rupiah can continue to be depressed. This shows that the public and the government play a role in keeping the value of the currency stable. From this point of view, there are monetary policies related to reducing and maintaining exchange rate stability. These include money supply policy and controlling inflation. If the money supply increase without being matched by increase in the output of goods and services, there will be inflation which can weaken the value of the currency. Therefore, controlling the money supply is important to maintain currency stability. Inflation control. Bank Indonesia implements this policy framework to achieve and maintain inflation within the targeted range. By keeping inflation low and stable, it is expected that the rupiah exchange rate will also stabilize. The policy involves setting in benchmark interest rate and regulation the money supply that achieve to inflation objective. There are two factors that make the rupiah weak. One, current account deficit, where Indonesia is still common knowledge that the value of import is greater than the value of export. And the next one, second, is dependence of commodities. So if you want the rupiah currency to have more power, we must reduce dependence on other commodities. We must be able to make finished goods that are sustainable and can be accepted globally. Because if the two things about continue, the rupiah will continue to be affected by the movement of the value of other countries' currencies. I think that's all I can say about the issues of weakening rupiah. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.